Greetings and welcome to Elect Connect, a candidate forum brought to you by the Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce. I'm Mary Morgan, the Chamber's Director of Public Policy and Advocacy, and we'll be talking with Carl Lamb, a Republican running for Monroe County Circuit Court Judge in Division 1. But first, I'd like to thank our Elect Connect sponsors, Comcast Business, Bungner and Robertson Attorneys at Law, City of Bloomington, German American Bank, Hoosier Energy, Indiana University, and Smithville. Without their support, our work would not be possible. And now I would like to introduce candidate Carl Lamb. Welcome, Carl.
Well, welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. I'd like to begin by asking you just to tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running for office.
Okay. Well, first of all, a little bit about myself. I'm not the youngest candidate that's running for office. I'm 64 years old. I've been here in the local community for the past 42 years. I came here from the United States Marine Corps. I served in the Marine Corps for 4 years. I served in a top secret communication field where I intercepted manual Morse code messages of the Russians. I came to IU because I wanted to continue with my Russian language background. I did about 3.5 years to get my undergrad, and I graduated in 1981 from Indiana University, Bloomington. I then elected to give a shot at law school and went to Indiana University, Indianapolis, 2 years there, 1 year here. I passed the bar in my 3rd year of law school and started practicing law on June 1st, 1984. Shortly after I became a lawyer, I got a job as deputy county attorney. About a year later, I was promoted to the county attorney's office. Once I got to the county attorney's office, I was there about a year, and I then got a promotion to actually county attorney. While I was working on the county attorney office, I had an opportunity to be totally involved with the PCB litigation, which some of the older people remember, the polychlorinated biphenyls. And I was probably the expert for the county attorney's office on that. And I stayed with the county attorney's office for about 3 years, and then I went into private practice probably about 32 years ago. While I've been in private practice, I've represented thousands of clients. A big chunk of my time has been defending people's constitutional rights. I've done criminal defense and civil litigation. There's literally no case that I can think of that I haven't tried in my 36-year career. After that, I might add that I'm also a COVID survivor. COVID is a big thing going on right now, as we all well know. I was in the hospital for about 6 weeks, strike at 6 days back in July. I had a pretty, not the most intense case of COVID, but nonetheless, I was hospitalized. So I would have to say that I know quite a bit about COVID. I've made it kind of my point to do that, not only as a person that's been involved with COVID, but as an individual that works with other clients that are impacted by the COVID situation. A little bit more about myself is that I've been with my wife for 30 years. I have 6 children, from my youngest child being 17 and my oldest child will be 45 this year. I also have 7 grandchildren. The 7 grandchildren I have are from age 2 all the way up to age 19. So again, I'm not a young guy. As far as other things that I've done here in the local community, I've been very actively involved with youth in the community. I think that's very important. I've coached many a young child through the Sherwood Oaks Christian Church, where I'm a member. I've started my own travel baseball organization a few years back that took national and brought teams in from all around the country. And then something I'm really, really proud of is that I started my own nonprofit called Collegiate Charities. And for the past 10 years, I've been working with college and primarily Greek students, those people that are over there right now in quarantine. I've worked with them for the past 10 years, and we've raised probably $500,000 that we have donated to nonprofit organizations, primarily those impacted by cancer. People ask me why I'm running for judge. First and foremost, I'm running for judge to help people. I've been helping people my whole life. I came from a very poor family in Terre Haute, Indiana. I know what it's like to literally, basically eat dirt sandwiches. I know what it's like also that if you work really, really hard in your life, you can accomplish many great things. And I believe that I am accomplishing many great things. Another reason I'm running for judge is that I don't mean to be egotistical when I say this, but I think that I'm probably the most qualified candidate coming in to run for judge, maybe in the history of Monroe County. And the reason I say that is because of my multiple years of experience of civil litigation and criminal litigation. Many judges in the past have had far less private trial experience. Is that me, as I'm the old dog, I have tremendous amount of experience. If I go into whatever court, I can walk in that court today and be able to take that court over. So I'm not going to be learning on the bench. I'm going to be basically faring, if I make it that far, I will listen to the facts, listen to the law, and be able to render a decision based upon years and years and years of experience.
Right. Well, thanks for sharing that with us.
Sure.
I'm hoping you can talk about what values you'd bring to bear in your decision making on the bench.
Value-wise is that one, after doing 36 years of trial experience, I know what a fact is. I can decipher what a fact is. Is that another thing, and quite honestly, is that my opponent is a really nice guy. The only thing is he does not have the experience that I have in both civil and criminal litigation. As a judge, I can bring to the bench that experience. You want somebody that not only can understand a fact, but you want somebody that knows what the law is. I'm not going to be learning the law on the bench. I've done that for 36 years. If I then apply the facts to the law, I'll be able to render a fair and impartial decision. One thing about me as a Marine vet is I'm a pretty tough guy. Nobody can bully me around. Nobody can, I have to run on a political platform, obviously, as far as party, but is regardless of the party affiliation of somebody that may be in front of me, I will absolutely zone that out and make for sure I render the proper decision.
All right, great. Well, just to remind everyone, we've been talking with Carl Lamb. He is a Republican who is running for Monroe County Circuit Court Judge in Division 1. One final shout out to our Elect Connect sponsors: Comcast Business, Bunker and Robertson Attorneys at Law; City of Bloomington, German American Bank, Hoosier Energy, Indiana University, and Smithville. And finally, a reminder for everyone to vote on November 3rd. If you need information on this year's election and candidates in our area, please go to monroecountyvoters.us and the Chamber's own election site, chamberbloomington.org/2020-general-election. Thanks so much for joining us.